Good morning, primary class. This is Miss Daniela with your Sunday lesson in our story, Twins That Weren't Alike. But first, we'll go ahead and practice our memory verse. It's a very easy one, so you should be able to remember it. Do not lie to one another. Colossians 3:9. Do not lie to one another. Colossians 3, verse 9. When Abraham was about 140 years old, he thought he might not live very much longer. Before he died, he wanted to make sure that Isaac was happily married to someone who loved and worshiped God. Did that happen? We know it did. We just learned about that in our last lesson. Even though Abraham still lived in tents, and even though he owned only the little bit of land where he had buried Sarah, he was happy. He was willing to wait for the wonderful home he knew he would have someday when Jesus comes again. God had given him Isaac, and Abraham knew that God would keep the rest of his promise. Hebrews 11, verses 8 through 9 tell us about that. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed. And he went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which hath foundations, whose builder and maker is God. Do you wonder what happened to Ishmael, Hagar's son? He became a rich desert chief who moved from place to place. His wives worshipped idols. They were jealous and they quarreled a lot. Ishmael was not happy, and his home was not happy. It didn't have Jesus in it. Abraham had taught Ishmael to love and worship God and to obey his law, but he chose to disobey instead. Did God stop caring for Ishmael? No. God is sad when we make wrong choices because he knows that they hurt us, but he still keeps loving and wanting to help us. When he became old, Ishmael was sorry for the wrong he had done, the wrong choices he had made. Of course, God forgave him, and once more, he loved and worshiped God. He no longer hated Isaac. How happy Abraham must have been. Abraham lived 35 more years after Isaac married Rebekah. When he died, Ishmael and Isaac buried him. Now think about this. Are you glad the Bible tells us about real people who are just like us? As we learn about them, we should see how patient and loving God is. We also see that believing Satan's lies never brings us happiness in the end.